Let me get into some of my thoughts. In situations like this with anybody, and I'm not special, a lot of people have lost their job and continue to lose their job, and I've heard from some of you over the course of the last few days. But it's not easy. And the temptation is there to kind of go scorched earth. I'm not going to do that. And there's a couple reasons. First off, that's not who I am. And when I visited my mother on Friday, she would have been pissed. She would have been really pissed. But she would have advised me, and I was reminded when I was talking to the patch of grass, which doesn't talk back, so I did all the talking. But I was reminded of what my mother would have advised me, and that's to maintain class, maintain professionalism, and maintain integrity, because that's how I was raised. Secondly, my good friend John Burnett, who was with my mother, he would always tell people when he could to stay nicer, be nicer than you need to be. So if a situation required you to be this nice, be this nice and stay positive. Those were two messages that I always took away from my relationship with JB. So, having said that, I'm going to stay positive. And I wrote a list of pros, given my change in circumstances. And here are some of the pros that I came up with. First off, I'm going to save big bucks on gas. It's going about $4.40 a gallon. So, I don't have to fill up as often. Secondly, given the location of the station, which is in Wilkinsburg, I had to travel through the Squirrel Hill Tunnel daily. No more tunnel traffic, and especially I don't have to deal with the headaches of the upcoming closure of the Parkway East. That's positive. I'll save a few bucks on dry cleaning for the moment. I do not have to worry about any more getting up at the butt crack of dawn to fill in on the morning show, or to stay really late on Saturday nights during college football season. And also, I don't have to work about fighting to get holidays off anymore. That's a good thing. I'm off the 4th of July. I can also feel a summer beard, a massive summer beard on the way. Now, I'm saying that's a pro, but my wife would consider it a con. So that's sort of we'll deal with it as it comes. And also, I'm going to have more time. More time to ignore my children, more time to work on my golf game, but more time, which, as we all know, is the greatest commodity of all. The one thing that no amount of money in the world can purchase is time. So I'm going to take advantage of having more time. So those are the pros, the positivity of the change in circumstances. I would be remiss if I did not express my deep gratefulness and thankfulness. I am humbled and I'm overwhelmed at the love and support that I have received from family, friends, community. It's not taken for granted. I am truly, truly blessed, and I feel truly, truly blessed, which helps me to stay positive. There have been so many positive and uplifting comments, thousands and thousands, and I have tried, but not been able to read all of them. I'll eventually get around to reading all of them. But in what I have been able to read, some of them stand out more than others, just because of the message. And if you read somebody's messaging, you know it is truly heartfelt. And I wanted to share one of these with you because I think, at least for me, this really hit home. So this comes from David Church. And David, I hope you don't mind me sharing your comment. It's on one of the post comments, so it is public knowledge if you run across it. But I wanted to share it with you. And David Church writes, I don't want this to blow away. David Church writes, Jeff, it's hard to put into words how much you've meant to us here in Western Pennsylvania. You weren't just the person giving the forecast. You were a steady, familiar presence in our homes through quiet mornings, stormy nights, and everything in between. Hearing that your time at WTAE has come to an unexpected end is genuinely disappointing news for many viewers who have trusted you for years. Even more surprising that your final noon broadcast had already come and gone without anyone realizing it was your last on air. Still, what remains unchanged is the respect and appreciation people have for you. You've delivered more than weather updates. You've brought reassurance, calm, and a sense of connection to the community you've served so well. Thank you for the years of dedication, professionalism, and kindness you've shared with us. You've been a trusted voice in Pittsburgh homes that doesn't just disappear with a contract change. Wishing you peace in the days ahead and confidence in the path that opens next. You'll be deeply missed, and your impact will absolutely be remembered. Sincere thanks and deep appreciation from your viewers. That to me is I don't have words. Thank you. Now, the question or questions, one of two questions that a lot of folks have been asking is why? And you guys know me, I try and be as completely transparent as possible. And what I have said is completely true. What I have shared with you already is completely true. I was told that my contract was not being renewed, and that was it. No specific reason was given, nor did I ask for a reason. Because at least from my perspective, it didn't matter to ask why. It wasn't going to undo what was going to already be done. So why? I never got the answer, never asked for the answer, just took the information that I was given and went on my way. So unfortunately, I can't give you a specific reason why. I can tell you that maybe some of the folks that have been manufacturing or trying to manufacture rumors, none of it's true. That I can tell you. As far as what's next, many of you have indicated maybe a pivot back toward the online avenue, YouTube, Facebook Live, the brand that I built several years ago. So that's, at this point, all options are open. So that's something I'll certainly look at and consider. Obviously, I need to monetize it because I need to put food on my table and pay my bills. So there is information that I'm going to need to gather to see what is possible moving forward to continue to provide for my family. Another option, returning to TV in Pittsburgh. That's somewhat out of my hands. I can certainly reach out to a station, but they have to be receptive. That's a two-way street. Going back to TV outside of Pittsburgh, not going to happen. That is not going to happen. I have a rising senior in high school, and I'm going to be around for his senior year, for sure. And then there's also the option of taking a new and different path away from broadcasting, outside of broadcasting. And that's also something that I'm going to have to look into, if I'm being honest with you. So at this point, I don't know what's next. That's the truth. I hope that the path becomes clear in the days and weeks ahead, and I have complete faith that things will become clear as to what I should do next and where. So until then, I will continue to keep you updated as things progress, whether it be on the weather or my future. I'll let you know. Speaking of the weather, it's going to be hot the rest of the week. I can't not give you the weather. We're looking at 90 or better starting tomorrow and going through the 4th of July. So this will be a heat wave. You need 3 consecutive days of 90 degrees to be a heat wave. And right now it looks like we're going to have a heat wave. Hot, humid, steamy, sultry. A Harlequin romance type of forecast. Sultry. So that's the forecast. And I thought of this the other day. And as I mentioned earlier, having time, especially in summer. So I'm going to call this the Summer of Jeff. If you're fans of Seinfeld, there was a Seinfeld episode I can't recall that something happened to George Costanza, and he called it the Summer of George. Well, why not a Summer of Jeff? I'm going to enjoy my time with my family, doing things that I may not have had the opportunity to do otherwise. So welcome to the Summer of Jeff. I will certainly stay in touch with you all. I'll be giving you weather updates, maybe not every day, but as frequently as I can. And again, I appreciate each and every one of you. If I could reach out through and hug you, I would. I really would. Thank you for your love and support. And thank you for Best of the Bird, 6 of the last 8 years. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's all I got for you. We'll stay connected. We'll stay in touch. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace.